Hey, what's going on, Scorpios? Butch here. I am going to do your read for September. It is from now to the end of September. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross-watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Light Seers Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. What's going on for Scorpios for September 2023? What's going on for Scorpios for September 2023? All right, Scorpios. The first thing I do see is I feel like this is someone that you already know. And I feel like with this person, I do feel there is or is going to be some distance. We have that Six of Cups. I feel like this person is going to be spending a lot of time in their head. We have that Hermit. I feel like I said, I do. We have the Five of Pentacles. I feel like there's going to be some hot and cold energy with this person. Now, I feel like there's something that they didn't tell you. And in the beginning, they didn't know how this was going to play out. They didn't know how they were going to feel about you. But now they know. And now this thing that they've been hiding from you is really starting to bother them. It's really starting to get at them. If I'm going to be honest, I feel like this person doesn't think they can do it without you, nor do they want to. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have that Four of Pentacles. This person is thinking about stability when they met you. They thought about stability. It was more of a logical decision in the beginning. But somewhere along the lines, things changed for them. This person started really seeing you as someone they could build a future with. We have that Four of Cups, thinking about you when you're not around, thinking about you and only you. And that, things started to change. But what I really feel like it's almost like they're thinking way too much about this. And I feel like they're very distracted. I feel like they bit off more than they could chew. They didn't realize how far this was going to go. And in the beginning, I feel like there was we have the Eight of Wands, or Eight of Swords, sorry, that self-imposed prison. They kept something to themselves. They weren't completely open and honest with you in the beginning. It's not that they lied, more of an omission, but it doesn't make it any better. In their mind, I really feel like this person's overthinking this, and it became too much. Like I said, they are hiding something from you, and it's something that they didn't think was important in the beginning because this was more of a logical decision. I feel like you met each other. I feel like it was more of more like they didn't see this being a long-term thing in the beginning. And once that changed, like I said with that Six of Swords, there's a lot of big changes. Once they realized that this is exactly where they want to be, once they got to know you, once they established that trust with you, I feel like now what they didn't tell you has been eating them up. There is that hot and cold energy. But what they're doing now, in the place that they're at now, they're trying to protect what they have with you. And they know if they tell you, or they think if they tell you, that they'll lose you. They'll lose that trust that they have with you. And not only, worst case scenario, I feel like not only do they feel like they're going to lose that trust, but I feel like they feel like they're going to lose you. They didn't see what was here. And now that they see it, they want to be honest with you. They don't want to have any regrets. They don't want to be holding anything back from you with that Five of Swords. But, they thought they did a lot of thinking. They're doing a lot of thinking now. They didn't think so much when you first got together. When you first met this person, they didn't see it going to where it's going. They didn't think they'd want what they want. And now they're seeing the negatives instead of the positives. They're seeing this as something that may be a deal breaker. And they don't want to break the deal. I feel like that hermit, they spent a lot of time in their head wishing they could go back and do it right, but they didn't. And now they feel like if they try to make it right, it's going to make it worse. Like I said, they feel like if they're honest with you, they're going to lose that trust. It's going to cause a lot of friction. It's going to cause a lot of chaos. And in the end, they're going to be without you. That's their biggest fear, is losing you. But in a close second, this is very important, in a close second to losing you, is they don't want to be dishonest to you. They want to be truthful with you. They want to tell you the truth. But they're afraid of what that may do. They want a future with you. They're exactly where they want to be. They see you as the person they want to be beside. We have the World card. They're exactly where they want to be. This is where they want to be. And then we have that, that Two of Cups. They feel like you're the person they were meant to be with, and they want to have that lifelong bond with you. So this is where they get in this predicament. If they're not honest with you, if they don't tell you everything there is to say, then they're going to hold on to that. And someday it may come out eventually, and then they'll lose you for sure. But it's a predicament. This person wants to be with you. They want to make you happy. Because you make them happy. but they're in a crossroads because their fear is taken over. You know, I feel like when they first got with you, it was more a logical decision. They seen you as a logical decision. You know. But now it's something much more. Now they see, but like I said, they don't want to move forward and not tell you. That's the predicament they're in right now. They don't want to move forward and not be honest with you, but they don't want to be honest with you and lose you. They feel like they could lose everything they wanted. You know, and losing you is losing their family. You know, this is something that became more over time. And I feel like the more time you spend with this person, the more they realize that you have the things that they want, that you're on the same page, that you want the same things. What they wanted from you in the beginning isn't what they want from you now. And that's what's changed. Now they want to move forward with you. But they don't want to move forward in a bed of lies or omissions. Like I said, I don't think it's something they lied about. I think it's something they didn't tell you because they didn't think it was important. But now it's becoming more and more important. This person wants to be honest with you. They want to tell you the truth, but they don't know how you're going to take it. And they don't want to disrupt what you have. Things are finally getting good. Things are becoming very clear to this person. And they're afraid to be honest because they're afraid of what's going to happen. But I feel like they are going to be honest with you. I feel like they're just going to take the leap of faith and hope that your bond with them is strong enough to forgive them and to move on. I mean, this is eating them up. And genuinely, this isn't just something that, I mean, I'm not trying to be biased toward this person at all, but I genuinely feel like my stomach's in knots right now, and I feel like that's how they feel. You know, I get very close to my readings, and I feel this energy of this person that doesn't want to tell you, but doesn't think they can move forward with you without telling you. You know, they want that trust to remain intact, but they feel like if they tell you the truth, it won't. You know, they're trying to protect what they have with you. But like I said, I do feel like they're going to finally open up and they're going to be honest with you. And it's going to be a huge leap of faith in their mind. The funny thing is, I think you already know there's something they're not telling you. And they think you don't know. I feel like you think it's worse than it is. I think what they're hiding is they're thinking it's worse than it is. I don't think it's as bad as they think it is. But like I said, I feel like you already know that something's not right. Like I said, with that distance and that in and out and feeling that they've been in their head a lot. But what it is isn't what you think it is. I don't feel like it. I think the reason why they think it's worse than it is because they truly care about you. And their biggest fear is that they're going to lose you. But I do feel like for all the cross watchers out there that this resonates with, I feel like you're making the right decision by coming forward. Because like I said, I don't feel like this is going to go away. You know, in my experience, the more you care about someone, the more those secrets become more and more important. Because if you can't be honest with the person you're with, then you have to reevaluate how much you truly care about the person. Because if you care about them, you got to be honest. You expect it, you should provide it. But I feel like you're both going to be happier once the truth is revealed. I see a lot of happiness. Now, in which way that brings you happiness is going to rely on the two of you. But this person truly thinks about you and only you. They only want to be with you. They never saw the power of this connection in the beginning. And a lot of times the reason why we don't feel that is because we don't know the other person yet. And once we get to know them and realize that we are on the same page, that we want the same things, you know, but that's why you got to be honest with anybody in the very beginning. Honesty is important from day one. Because if you're honest from day one, no one can ever say you weren't. But I mean, like I said, I feel like you already know there's something going on. They think you don't know. They think that they've been doing a good job of protecting you from it or hiding it from you. But I do, like I said, I do see them being very honest with you. And I feel like it's because they do love you. You know, sometimes we feel like in the beginning of a relationship, we can't be honest with the person because our honesty may scare them away. Like I said, there's a lot of honesty coming from this person. They're taking a huge leap of faith because they want to continue on this journey with you. And they don't want to continue with this tarnishing it. You know, and the reason why they're telling you the truth is because they do love you. You're very important to them. They didn't see how important you were going to become in the beginning, but they see it now. You know, they don't want to screw this up any more than they already did. And the reason why they're coming forward, being honest with you, because they don't want to lose you, but they don't want to have any secrets anymore. But my honest gut feeling is that, like I said, it's not what you think it is. Now with this person, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have some Aries, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, Gemini, or Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Secrets will always destroy what matters to us. My honest opinion, if I'm going to give it, and if anybody cares, secrets are like holes in a boat. The more you have, the quicker it's going to sink. You know, the thing is, when you first meet someone, you know, if you don't really see what's there, or you know, like sometimes we have love at first sight, or we feel like, you know, connected with someone from the very beginning, but if we have a connection that isn't quite like that, sometimes we don't want to expose ourselves too early. Sometimes we don't want to tell the truth about the things that we don't want people to know. But then the moment we realize that it is there is something there, that you do authentically care about this person, you're going to have to be honest. So if you're honest from the beginning, there's nothing to hold against you. Give everyone what you expect. From day one, be honest with people. I mean, you don't have to start on your first date and tell them every embarrassing story of your life. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that if you start any relationship being honest and you continue on that route, it'll all be okay. And maybe that's not the person for you, but we've all dated someone that for the first while they were someone they weren't. I think most people have. I mean, I had a girlfriend back right after high school, and we dated for a little over a year, but the first year I was dating a facade. And then one day she started to creep in, the real person started to creep in, and I seen parts of her that I never knew existed. I felt cheated. I felt robbed. And the worst part about it is not only did she waste my time, but she wasted her time. Don't be what you think other people want you to be. Be you, and you'll draw in the right people. Honesty is always the best policy. Maybe sometimes it's hard to tell someone the truth, but it's hard to keep up a lie. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.